The day began bright and cheerful in Enchantia Castle. Birds sang softly outside Sophia's window, and the sunlight made everything sparkle. But something felt different. When Sophia woke up, she didn't smile like she usually did. Instead, she held her cheek softly and winced. A tiny pain poked her from inside her mouth, and Sophia couldn't understand what was wrong. She tried to brush her teeth like she always did, but even the soft bristles felt sharp on one side. "Ouch," she whispered. She checked in the mirror, opened her mouth wide, and tried to see the problem, but everything looked normal. Still, the pain was real. It felt like a little drum hitting on her tooth again and again. Downstairs, the castle was busy. Clover hopped around, Bailiwick was preparing the day's schedule, and Amber and James were arguing about who got the last blueberry tart. When Sophia walked in slowly, Clover noticed right away. "Sophia? Why do you look like someone sat on your carrot cake?" he asked. Sophia didn't laugh. She just pressed her cheek. "My tooth hurts." "I don't know why," she said softly. Amber gasped and came closer. "A toothache? Oh, Sophia, those are the worst." James nodded dramatically. "Once I had one so bad I couldn't whistle for 3 whole days." Sophia tried to smile but couldn't. Even smiling made her tooth throb. The little pain was starting to feel bigger now. When she tried to eat a slice of soft bread, the moment it touched her tooth, she pulled back with a tiny squeak. "Ow!" The royal chef, who had been nearby, looked worried. "Princess Sophia, you shouldn't force yourself. If it hurts, something may be wrong with your tooth." Bailiwick agreed immediately. "We must take good care of our princess. I will arrange a soft meal and inform Queen Miranda." When Sophia's mother arrived, she gently placed her hand on Sophia's head. "Sweetheart, tell me what you're feeling." Sophia explained everything: the brushing, the pain, the trying to eat. Queen Miranda listened carefully and hugged her. "It sounds like you may have a small tooth problem. It happens to everyone, even princesses." Clover hopped onto Sophia's lap. "Don't worry, Sophia. Maybe you just need to rest. Or maybe you need something cold so the tooth stops being so angry." He handed her a tiny piece of cool lettuce. It was sweet of him, but Sophia giggled softly, which made her tooth hurt again. The queen suggested they visit the castle dentist, a gentle and wise doctor named Dr. Twinkletooth. Sophia felt nervous. She had never gone to a dentist for pain before. What if it hurt more? What if something was really wrong? Amber saw the fear in Sophia's eyes and put her arm around her. "Sophia, it's okay to feel scared, but dentists help us feel better. Trust me, I've had so many visits. Dr. Twinkletooth is very kind." James agreed. "Yeah, and he gives out star-shaped stickers." That made Sophia feel a little better, but her tooth still hurt. She didn't know if she could even talk properly anymore. The pain seemed meaner when she opened her mouth too wide. Later, the queen prepared Sophia for the visit. She wore her softest dress and a warm scarf to keep her comfortable. While walking through the hallway, Sophia felt the castle spinning with activity around her, maids carrying towels, butlers polishing silver trays, but all Sophia could think about was her tooth throbbing like a tiny drum. When they reached the dentist's room, Dr. Twinkletooth greeted her with a warm smile. "Princess Sophia, what brings you here today?" Sophia touched her cheek shyly. "My tooth, it hurts." Her voice sounded small, and she felt even smaller sitting in the big chair. Dr. Twinkletooth nodded gently. "Don't worry, princess. We'll take a look together. And I promise to be very gentle." He made Sophia laugh a little by wearing a silly star-shaped mirror on his forehead. But even that small laugh made her tooth ache. The dentist checked her tooth with a tiny light. Sophia squeezed her hands together, but Dr. Twinkletooth kept his voice calm. "You're doing wonderful, Sophia." She felt a little nervous flutter inside her stomach, but she stayed brave. After a moment, Dr. Twinkletooth found the problem. He lifted his eyebrows and said softly, "Ah, I see what's happening." Sophia swallowed. "What is it?" she whispered. Dr. Twinkletooth smiled kindly. "You have a loose baby tooth. It's trying to grow out, and that's why it's causing you pain. It's completely normal, princess. But it does hurt sometimes." Sophia blinked in surprise. "So it's not something scary?" "Not at all. he said. "It just needs extra care until it's ready to come out." Sophia finally took a deep breath. She wasn't scared anymore. She even touched her tooth gently. It still hurt, but now she understood why. She felt brave again, brave like a princess should be. "That means you're growing up," Queen Miranda said proudly. Sophia smiled, and even though it hurt a bit, she felt happy knowing everything was okay. Sophia walked out of the dentist's room feeling a little lighter. Her tooth still ached, but knowing it was just a loose baby tooth made her feel brave. Clover hopped beside her, nudging her gently. "See? Nothing scary," he said. Sophia smiled softly. The pain was still there, but somehow it didn't feel as big anymore. Amber and James ran up, eager to hear the news. "Well, what did Dr. Twinkletooth say?" Amber asked, bouncing on her heels. James leaned closer. "Yes, tell us, Sophia." Sophia took a deep breath and explained. "It's a loose baby tooth. That's why it hurts. It's normal and it will fall out soon." Amber gasped. "Wow, so you're growing up." She looked at Sophia with admiration. "You're brave, Sophia." James nodded seriously. "And when it falls out, maybe you'll get a shiny new tooth." Sophia laughed, even though it made her tooth ache for a tiny moment. She realized she felt stronger. Knowing the reason for her pain made her feel like she could handle anything. She thought about all the princess lessons she had learned: kindness, courage, and patience. Now, she knew she could add bravery through discomfort to her list. Clover nudged her again. "And don't forget, you can eat soft food for a little while. No chewing hard bread or apples until it feels better." Queen Miranda smiled at Sophia. "Your friends and family will help you through this. It's okay to take care of yourself when you're in pain." Sophia nodded. She looked around and noticed how everyone was paying attention to her and supporting her. It felt warm inside, like a cozy blanket. Even small acts like Clover bringing her soft carrots, Amber giving her a gentle pat on the shoulder, and James offering her a piece of pudding made a difference. Later, they returned to the castle garden to rest and enjoy some fresh air. Clover hopped around happily, and Robin chirped songs from above. Sophia tried to chew a soft piece of bread, but it still hurt a little. She realized that even though it wasn't fun, she could manage it. She closed her eyes and focused on the warmth of the sun and the laughter of her friends. Suddenly, Amber ran up to her, holding a tiny box. "Look what I found in the royal kitchen," she exclaimed. Sophia leaned forward curiously. Amber opened the box to reveal a few soft, pastel-colored jellies. "These are perfect for your tooth, Sophia. Soft, sweet, and they won't hurt it at all." Sophia's eyes sparkled. "Thank you, Amber," she said, feeling the happiness inside her grow. She took a small piece and slowly tasted it. It melted softly in her mouth, and she realized that even though her tooth still ached, she could enjoy small pleasures. James joined them, carrying a small jug of warm milk. "Here, Sophia. This will help calm your toothache and keep you strong," he said. Sophia accepted it gratefully, sipping slowly. She noticed that taking care of herself wasn't scary, it was comforting. As the afternoon went on, Sophia's family and friends stayed close, helping her manage the discomfort. Clover kept her company, Robin and Mia sang cheerful tunes, and Amber and James reminded her that she was brave. Queen Miranda even sat nearby, reading a story to help distract Sophia from the pain. Sophia realized that pain was part of life, but it didn't have to stop her from having a good day. She could still smile, laugh, and play, even if her tooth ached. It was a lesson in patience, bravery, and taking care of herself. When it was time to rest, Sophia lay down in her bed with Clover curled up beside her. She touched the sore tooth gently and whispered, "It's okay. I can handle this." She thought about Dr. Twinkletooth's words and the support of her family and friends. Her heart felt light, and even the ache in her tooth seemed smaller because she wasn't alone. As the sun set, painting the sky with orange and pink, Sophia realized something important. Being brave didn't mean never feeling pain or sadness. It meant facing it, understanding it, and letting others help. She smiled softly, even though her tooth throbbed slightly. She had learned that being a princess also meant taking care of herself and accepting love and support from those around her. By bedtime, Sophia felt proud of herself. She had faced her toothache, learned why it hurt, and discovered that being gentle with herself was part of growing up. She hugged Clover and whispered, "Thank you for being with me today. You helped me feel brave." Clover nuzzled her gently. "Always, Sophia. That's what friends do." And as Sophia drifted off to sleep, she felt a warm glow inside. Even though her tooth still had a little ache, she was happy knowing that tomorrow would be brighter and the small discomfort wouldn't stop her from enjoying life. She closed her eyes and dreamed of laughing, playing, and discovering the magic in everyday moments, even while taking care of herself. The next morning, Sophia woke up feeling a little more ready to face the day. Her tooth still ached, but it didn't hurt as much as yesterday. The warmth of the sun through her window made her smile softly. Clover was already bouncing on her bed, chirping a cheerful, "Good morning." Robin flew around the room, singing tiny songs, and Mia twirled in the air above her head. The little animals made Sophia giggle, even though opening her mouth too wide still gave her a tiny pang. Sophia stretched and tried to brush her teeth gently. She moved the toothbrush very slowly, careful not to touch the sore tooth too hard. Even though it was tricky, she managed to clean her teeth without making the pain worse. "I can do this," she whispered to herself. "I can be brave even with a sore tooth." When Sophia came down for breakfast, the castle kitchen smelled wonderful. Soft porridge with honey and warm bread sat on the table. Bailiwick noticed her carefully taking small bites. "Princess Sophia," he said, "you are doing wonderfully. Eating slowly and gently is the best way to help your tooth heal." Amber and James were already seated. "Sophia," Amber said, smiling brightly, "I saved you some soft strawberries. They're perfect for a sore tooth." James nodded and held out a small cup of warm milk. "And I brought honey for the porridge. It's soothing." Sophia's heart felt full. She realized that even though she had pain, she wasn't alone. Everyone around her cared, and that made her feel stronger. She took a small bite of the strawberry, chewing carefully. The sweetness melted in her mouth without causing pain. A little smile appeared on her face. After breakfast, Queen Miranda suggested they go for a walk in the castle garden. The fresh air might help Sophia feel better and distract her from the lingering pain. Sophia agreed, grabbing Clover and following her family outside. The garden was bright and full of flowers, and the gentle breeze carried the scent of roses and lavender. As they walked, Sophia noticed how calm and peaceful everything felt. The birds sang above, the sun shone warmly, and even the soft rustle of leaves made her feel happy. Clover hopped around, keeping her company, while Robin flew circles above their heads. Mia twirled gracefully, landing on Sophia's shoulder for a moment before darting off again. Sophia realized that even though her tooth hurt, she could still enjoy the world around her. She could laugh with her friends, smell the flowers, and feel the warmth of the sun. The little aches didn't have to ruin her day. "I think I'm learning something," she said softly. "Even if something hurts, life is still full of happy moments." Amber nodded. "Exactly, Sophia. Pain is part of life, but it doesn't take away the fun and love around us." James grinned. "And sometimes a little discomfort makes us appreciate the happy moments even more." While walking, Sophia noticed a small patch of soft moss near the fountain. She sat down carefully, resting her jaw and closing her eyes. Clover curled up beside her, and Robin perched on her shoulder. The moment was peaceful, and Sophia felt her worries melt a little. She realized that resting was also part of being brave. Sometimes being strong meant slowing down and taking care of herself. Suddenly, Bailiwick brought over a small basket. "Princess Sophia, I have something for you," he said. Inside were soft, jelly-like treats, easy to eat and gentle on her sore tooth. Sophia's eyes sparkled. "Thank you, Bailiwick." She took one carefully and savored it. The soft treat made her smile without pain. It reminded her that even little comforts could make a big difference. Queen Miranda sat beside her, brushing a strand of hair from Sophia's face. "You're learning patience, Sophia," she said gently. "It's not easy to manage pain, but you are doing it beautifully. And remember, we're all here to help you." Sophia felt warmth spread through her heart. She realized that bravery wasn't just about fighting dragons or riding horses. Sometimes, bravery was about facing small challenges, like a sore tooth, with patience and courage. She smiled at her family, feeling proud of herself. As the day went on, Sophia tried to play with Amber and James. They ran lightly across the garden, tossing soft balls and pretending to have a gentle race. Clover and Robin joined in, and even Mia twirled in the air, cheering for them. Sophia laughed softly, careful not to open her mouth too wide. The laughter made her forget about the pain for a little while, and that was a wonderful feeling. Later, they returned inside for a light lunch. Sophia carefully took small bites of soft soup and mashed vegetables. She noticed that eating slowly made the toothache less noticeable. Bailiwick reminded her, "Princess, eating carefully is the key. You are doing so well." Sophia realized that every small action, chewing slowly, resting, smiling gently, and leaning on friends, was helping her heal. She didn't have to rush, and she didn't have to be perfect. It was okay to feel discomfort as long as she cared for herself and accepted help. By late afternoon, Sophia felt a little stronger. The pain was still there, but it no longer made her feel scared or upset. She had learned that even difficult moments could be faced with courage, patience, and love. She hugged Clover tightly and whispered, "Thank you for staying with me today. You helped me feel brave." Queen Miranda and King Roland smiled at her. "You're growing up, Sophia," said her mother, "and learning that life's little challenges don't have to stop you from being happy." Sophia looked around at her family and friends and realized she was not alone. She felt the love, support, and care of everyone around her, and that made her heart shine brighter than the sun outside. Even a little toothache couldn't stop her from feeling safe, loved, and brave. As the evening came, Sophia felt tired but happy. She took a warm bath, brushing her hair gently, and settled into her bed with Clover by her side. Robin and Mia flew above, singing soft songs to help her relax. Sophia touched her cheek softly and whispered, "Even if it hurts a little, I can face it. I can be brave." Sophia drifted to sleep with a small, peaceful smile. She had learned that pain was part of life, but love, patience, and courage could make even a sore tooth feel less scary. And tomorrow, she would wake up ready to play, laugh, and continue her adventures, knowing she was strong enough to handle any little challenge. The next morning, Sophia woke up feeling a little more cheerful. Her tooth still throbbed slightly, but she had learned how to manage the discomfort, and that made her feel brave. Clover was already at her bedside, hopping excitedly. "Good morning, Princess," he chirped. Robin circled the room, singing tiny tunes, while Mia twirled in the sunlight streaming through the window. Sophia smiled softly, though opening her mouth still made a little ache. After breakfast, Queen Miranda suggested a quiet day at home to help Sophia's tooth feel better. Sophia agreed, realizing that some rest could actually be fun, especially with friends around. Clover and Robin stayed close, offering gentle company, while Mia floated overhead, chirping softly. Sophia felt surrounded by care, and that comfort made the ache less scary. As they moved into the castle garden, Sophia noticed how the morning sunlight made the flowers shimmer. Even small joys, like watching a butterfly land on a blossom or hearing the soft babble of the fountain, made her heart feel lighter. Clover hopped around her, nudging her gently. "See? You can still enjoy the garden, even if your tooth hurts." Sophia nodded. "I think I can, Clover. I just have to be careful." Amber ran up, holding a soft blanket. "Princess Sophia, I thought we could have a picnic right here." "Soft snacks only, of course," she said with a smile. James carried a small basket with pudding, soft bread, and applesauce. Sophia's eyes lit up. Even with her aching tooth, these treats seemed perfect. They laid the blanket under a big oak tree, and Sophia carefully took a small bite of the pudding. It was soft, sweet, and comforting. For a moment, she forgot about her toothache. Amber and James laughed, and Clover hopped excitedly at the edge of the blanket. Robin sang softly, and Mia twirled in the gentle breeze. Sophia realized that even though she was in pain, she could still enjoy her day. She didn't have to let the toothache ruin her happiness. It was just a little ache, and with patience and care, it didn't stop her from smiling, laughing, and enjoying time with friends. After the picnic, Sophia decided to try a gentle game with Amber and James. They played a slow-motion race, careful not to bump into each other or jolt Sophia's tooth. Clover and Robin joined in, and Mia flew above, adding twirls and flips to the fun. The laughter made Sophia forget about the ache entirely for a few moments. She realized that even small fun moments were enough to make her feel strong and happy. As the afternoon passed, Queen Miranda suggested Sophia try some gentle exercises to relax her jaw. Open and close your mouth slowly, princess. Gentle stretches can help the sore tooth feel better, she explained. Sophia followed carefully, feeling the tiny motions help. Clover hopped beside her, encouraging each small movement, while Robin cheered softly from above. Later, Bailiwick brought a soft, warm tea with honey. This will soothe your tooth, Princess Sophia. Sip it slowly, he said kindly. Sophia held the cup in her hands and sipped. The warmth spread through her mouth, calming the soreness. She felt a little lighter, as if the ache had less power over her. Sophia realized that taking care of herself was not only important but also a little magical. Eating soft foods, resting, laughing, and leaning on friends and family made the toothache easier to manage. She could still enjoy the day, even with discomfort. It was a new kind of bravery, gentle, quiet, and steady. By late afternoon, Sophia's friends suggested a small drawing activity. Using soft crayons and paper, they sat under the tree, creating pictures of flowers, castles, and magical creatures. Sophia found that focusing on art helped distract her from the small pain in her tooth. Clover and Robin even contributed, adding little paw prints and feathers to the colorful creations. Mia twirled above, leaving tiny sparkles of magic around their drawings. Sophia smiled at her artwork and felt proud. Even with her toothache, she had made something beautiful. She realized that patience and creativity could turn an uncomfortable day into a special one. Her friends' encouragement made her feel supported and happy. As the sun began to set, the family returned to the castle. Queen Miranda reminded Sophia, "Rest is very important, princess. Your tooth is healing slowly, and it's okay to take it easy tonight." Sophia nodded, feeling grateful. She took a warm bath, brushed her hair gently, and settled into bed with Clover curled up beside her. Robin and Mia hovered nearby, singing soft lullabies. Sophia thought about everything she had learned. She understood that even small aches were a part of life, but love, patience, and care could make them easier to handle. She felt proud of herself for being brave, for taking care of herself, and for enjoying the day despite the discomfort. Before closing her eyes, Sophia whispered softly, "I can face anything, even a toothache. I have my friends, my family, and I can be brave." Clover nuzzled her gently, and Robin and Mia sang one last soft tune before the room fell quiet. As Sophia drifted off to sleep, she felt warmth in her heart. She knew that tomorrow, she could wake up ready to play, laugh, and face new adventures. Her tooth still had a little ache, but it didn't scare her anymore. She had learned that gentle bravery, patience, and the love of friends and family could turn even a small pain into a lesson of strength. And with that comforting thought, Princess Sophia drifted into a peaceful, happy sleep, dreaming of laughter, fun, and magical moments that could brighten any day, even one with a sore tooth. The next morning, Sophia woke up feeling a little stronger. Her tooth still throbbed, but she felt braver than before. The warmth of the sunlight streaming through her window made her smile softly. Clover hopped onto her bed, chirping excitedly, while Robin flew circles above, singing tiny songs. Mia twirled gently in the air, landing briefly on Sophia's shoulder. Sophia laughed softly. Even though opening her mouth caused a little ache, she felt ready to face the day. After a gentle breakfast of soft porridge and mashed fruits, Queen Miranda suggested they spend some quiet time in the castle library. "A calm day will help your tooth feel better, Princess Sophia," she said. Sophia agreed, knowing that resting her jaw and taking care of herself was part of being brave. Clover, Robin, and Mia stayed close, making the library feel lively and cozy at the same time. As Sophia wandered through the tall shelves filled with sparkling books, She discovered a story about a princess who overcame little challenges every day. The story made her think. Her toothache might be small, but facing it required patience, courage, and careful care. She realized that even small challenges could teach important lessons. She opened the book, and Amber and James sat beside her, listening intently as she read aloud. Sophia noticed that even though she was in a little pain, she could still enjoy herself. Reading, laughing, and sharing stories with friends distracted her from the ache. She learned that sometimes, the best way to handle discomfort was to focus on the things she loved. Clover hopped excitedly beside her, and Robin chirped along as if encouraging her. Mia twirled above, sprinkling tiny flashes of magic that made the pages shimmer. After reading for a while, Queen Miranda brought Sophia a warm cup of milk with honey. "Sip slowly, Sophia. This will help calm your toothache," she said. Sophia held the cup carefully and took a gentle sip. The warmth spread through her mouth, soothing the sore tooth. She felt grateful for the small comforts and the gentle care of her family. Even a little toothache didn't feel as scary anymore. Later, Sophia tried some soft snacks, carefully chewing one tiny bite at a time. Amber and James made sure she didn't rush. "Take it slow, Sophia," Amber said. "Your tooth is healing, and it's okay to enjoy food gently." James nodded. "And you're doing an amazing job." Sophia felt proud. Every careful bite, every slow sip, and every moment of patience made her feel stronger. As the day went on, Clover suggested a gentle game in the castle garden. "We can play slowly, Sophia, so your tooth doesn't hurt," he said. Sophia smiled. Even though the game was quiet and gentle, it was full of fun. They played soft tag, tossed a small ball carefully, and laughed at each other's funny faces. Robin and Mia joined, making the garden feel alive with cheerful energy. Sophia realized that even when something hurts, life can still be full of happy moments. Laughter, games, and the warmth of friends' company helped her manage the small ache. She learned that bravery wasn't just fighting dragons or doing big adventures. It could also be gentle, quiet, and steady. In the late afternoon, Sophia's mother suggested a soft drawing activity. Using pastel crayons and paper, they drew magical flowers, birds, and castles. Sophia focused on her drawings, and the small ache in her tooth became less noticeable. Clover hopped around, leaving tiny paw prints on the paper, while Robin added feather-like marks, and Mia twirled, sprinkling tiny sparkles. Sophia felt proud of the colorful artwork. She realized that creativity and patience could turn a small challenge into a joyful experience. After the activity, Queen Miranda reminded Sophia to rest. "Even princesses need to take it easy sometimes," she said. Sophia nodded and went to her room. She took a warm bath, gently brushing her hair, and settled into bed with Clover curled beside her. Robin perched on her shoulder, singing a soft lullaby, and Mia floated above, twirling gently. Before closing her eyes, Sophia reflected on her toothache journey. She had learned so much: patience, gentle care, bravery in small moments, and the love of family and friends. She realized that even though pain is part of life, it could be easier to face when you are not alone. With love and care around her, she could feel safe and happy, even with a sore tooth. As she drifted off to sleep, Sophia whispered softly, "Even little pains can be handled with courage. I am strong, I am brave, and I have love around me." Clover nuzzled her gently, Robin sang a final tune, and Mia twirled in the air, leaving tiny sparkling trails. The room felt calm and comforting, and Sophia felt peaceful in her heart. By morning, Sophia's tooth was still tender, but she felt confident she could face it. She had learned that taking small steps, resting, eating gently, enjoying small joys, and leaning on friends and family, was the true kind of bravery. Her smile was soft but proud, knowing that even little challenges could be managed with patience and love. Sophia realized that a toothache was not just about pain. It was about learning to take care of herself, being patient, and understanding that love and friendship could make anything better. She felt proud of herself for facing the discomfort and still finding happiness, laughter, and fun throughout the day. That night, as she lay in bed with Clover by her side, Sophia whispered, "I can handle anything big or small. Pain doesn't scare me anymore. Robin chirped softly, Mia twirled above, and the castle felt warm and magical. Sophia closed her eyes, dreaming of bright days, playful adventures, and the gentle magic of love, patience, and bravery. Even a small toothache couldn't stop Princess Sophia from feeling brave, loved, and happy. She had learned an important lesson. Courage doesn't always mean fighting dragons. It can also mean facing small challenges with a gentle heart, patience, and love.